Howdy. Oh, it's been a little bit. I don't remember the last time I posted a YouTube video. I don't remember the last time I tried to shoot a YouTube video. There's been a couple like, yeah, I'm totally gonna make one, and then life gets in the way, things get in the way, or I shoot something and I don't like it. And YouTube is one of those things for me that like, it's only there for me to be creative and do something interesting. And so then when I am not feeling like it's creative or interesting to me, I don't want to do it. I don't want to put it out. I don't want to share it because I'm like, why did I do this? That's a luxury I have, I think, because it's not my job. I'm not a YouTuber. I am a filmmaker for my day job, and I make stuff for other people, and that I don't have that luxury anywhere else. But at the same time, I have this like battle. I have to make things that I don't think are cool all the time. Most of the time I think they're cool, but not all the time. And so then when I go to make something for YouTube, I want it to be like as cool as humanly possible, as like me as possible, as like perfect and unique and interesting and everything that my hopes and dreams would have it be. And it is not normally that. So that is a long-winded way of saying hello. Welcome back to this ye little channel. I want to talk about creative exercise today, because this, me sitting down to make this, is an exercise in creativity. Less about creativity, more about, this is more about creative diligence, I suppose. But exercise within a creative world, I think, is super important, because my camera's gonna die. 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Batteries. Pretty dead. You witnessed it. Anyways, creative exercise. While this is more about creative diligence, if you will, of me doing the thing, whether I want to do the thing or not, I think creative exercise is doing things you wouldn't usually do, or doing things that you know will push you towards better things, even though you know that it's difficult. In the same way that going to the gym and lifting heavy shit is not easy, but it does make you stronger. You know that that's helpful. Doing an exercise that you don't always do is going to prepare your muscles to do that thing better for when that need arises, right? For instance, this camera, Nikon ZR, new camera. I have been shooting on this camera for about 3 weeks now, not super long. I have been, for the last couple years of my career, primarily a Blackmagic guy and then a Sony guy. Especially over the last 2 to 3 years, I have primarily shot Sony. I still owned my Blackmagic. I loved my Blackmagic. It was a great camera. I shot on Sony FX3s, FX6s, and FS7s. Some of those cameras I owned, some of them I didn't, but people around me shoot on them. Crew that I hire was shooting on them. So I got very good at them, and I love them. And there has been, I have wanted a small camera for a long time. something that I can pack up and take, something that is not super cumbersome to, put on a gimbal or put in a backpack or whatever, right? And shooting on an FS7 and an FX6 is pretty cumbersome. It's pretty you're there to film and draws a lot of attention and all that kind of stuff. So there's drawbacks, right, to both sides. But I've wanted a small camera. I got a small camera. I've been shooting on the ZR for 3-4 weeks now. I'm really enjoying it. But every time I pull it out, I am met with ooh, I don't know this menu system as well as I know the FX3 menu system, or the FS7, or the Blackmagic. I know all of those cameras very, very well. I don't know this one as well. For the last 3 weeks, I have also been editing almost exclusively DaVinci Resolve. I can't say that I love it yet, but I have been doing it because I know there's a lot of people that say it's better, it's faster, it's more intuitive to use, they're able to operate faster because of it. And as a self-proclaimed colorist, someone who enjoys coloring footage, I know that it's better than Premiere, even though I can get to a point in Premiere that I like faster, right? I'm not gonna say better, but definitely something that I know and I like, I can get there a lot quicker than I can in Resolve. This has been a battle for me for the last 3-4 weeks as I have been editing solely in Resolve. And I mean, even today, I spent 20 minutes trying to figure out how to mask out a tiny little blip of something that was on a PNG that I didn't like. And it took me 20 minutes to Google and figure out on a YouTube tutorial how to do that in Fusion. And that's something in Premiere, I would have done it in less than 10 seconds. And I'm not even exaggerating. It would mask and invert, done. So, creative exercise. This is something that's difficult and it's frustrating and it's been bothering the shit out of me for the past month. But also now I'm moving faster in it and I am coloring faster and I'm editing faster. And am I editing as fast as I was in Premiere? Definitely not. Am I coloring as fast as I was in Premiere? Potentially. I'm getting close, which is good, 3-4 weeks later. This is also something that as I am doing larger and larger projects, this is the more professional way to do it. This is what pros do on movies, is they color in Resolve. I want to be a pro making movies. I am a pro. But I want to make movies as my job. And I'm not quite there yet. I'm not making movies as my job, just for fun. And in order to do that, in order to continually grow in my career, because I don't want to get stagnant at 29 years old, I am pushing myself to do these things. I'm pushing myself to learn Unreal Engine. I am pushing myself to learn Claude code and figure out how I can use that within my workflow, mostly in the lame stuff that I don't want to do, not filmmaking stuff, the businessy side of things where I have to have a website and I have to, whatever. These things suck, but they're part of running a freelance business. And so forcing myself to create and to use tools that are outside of my comfort zone so that I understand more, so that I'm able to communicate more, so that I'm able to do my job at a new level, at a higher level, is hard. And I run into people who don't do this enough. I run into people that do it way more than me. And my goal is just to continue getting better. to continue making better and better shit, better and better art, things that people resonate with and are entertained by and are excited about. And if that means learning a new software for a couple weeks so that my movie can be excellent, then great. Let's do that. And I mean, I think back to like 2 years ago when I first started using Final Draft. It was weird. I had only ever written in like Google Docs and Apple Notes. And so writing in a software designed for screenwriting was weird and hard to do at first and confusing. And I'm still learning things about it, but I can do it faster now, and faster than I ever did in Docs. And I don't have to go back and reformat everything when I'm done. I'm just doing it in one go. And I think that's like the beauty of creative exercises, is like you are laying the groundwork so that when you get to do the thing that you're setting out to do, you're going to do it right, or more right. There's less that's going to be wrong, and that's it. So I think like this video is just me kind of pushing myself in this creative diligence, creative exercise, because I want to be posting more. I want to be more intentional about putting myself on the internet, sharing the things that I am working on and I am learning and I am creating. And sometimes that is just me talking about the things that I'm learning and the gear that I'm buying and how it's stretching me as a filmmaker. And sometimes that will be really cool videos, things that I've scripted and planned and shot, listed and storyboarded and all of that. But the hope here is that as I grow, I share more and I share consistently so that I'm not just sitting inside my own brain being annoyed that I can't mask a PNG in DaVinci Resolve. But instead, I am moving quickly. I'm posting more and I'm getting the ideas out and moving so that I can move on to new ideas and make those even better. I know there's always a discussion around quantity versus quality, and in my personal opinion, you cannot make quality without having done a lot of quantity. So, go exercise creatively and find something to be creatively diligent. Cheers.